Best greetings from Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. My name is Viktor Fursov, and today, June 28, 2018, and I'm in a very interesting place, and this is historical place, so this story will be about history and maybe interesting for tourists who are coming to Ukraine and who are coming to Kiev, because I'm standing here on this pretty high hill, and this hill is named Castle Hill, or Castle Mountain in translation from Russian and Ukrainian. And just behind me on the background there is a very famous touristic place, and this is historical place because this is the St. Andrew descent. This is in this direction, and also just the Castle of Line. So this is apartments actually, which have been sold and not sold, I'm not sure. And this street is a street of painters, artists, drawers, so all different artists who are just showing their results of their work. And here all around this is just a very new area which is just under the reconstruction, which is just a rebuilt place which is called Kozhemyaki street, and now it's full of huge houses. Actually they have been built during the last 6 years approximately, so construction is still going on, so you can listen to the noise, all this reparation, a little bit forest and some trees still remaining here. And actually this hill is very famous because this is a Castle Hill. Another name is actually Florivka, because there is a very famous Florivsky monastery. So you see here some trees growing here, wild trees like this wild pear, or this widely growing just apricot, which is going to be maturated very soon. This apricot is still growing here. Maybe some people can collect fruits. Okay, this is St. Andrew descent, and here around all these historical places, very famous and well known, I can show in this direction. So this is a House of Lions. This is a St. Andrew Cathedral, St. Andrew Church to be precise. Well, just behind of St. Andrew in this direction will be St. Michael Cathedral, but it's not visible. On this huge hill, well visible, okay, old style of a Soviet period. This is a historical museum, a museum of history of Ukraine. Here in this direction I can see golden cupolas, golden domes of a St. Sophia Cathedral, okay, which is about approximately 1,500 years old, still remained during all these wars and even survived the Second World War. And here in this direction I can see, just maybe you cannot see because here there is no zoom. In this direction just people built it, just a new small church with a golden domes, quite a nice one. And of course you can recognize here probably even on this camera, which has a wide view. This is a lot of new houses. Well, some were very old houses, have not been reconstructed. But all of this house is not full of people, by the way. As you can see here, there are some cars, but not huge crowds crowding around. Some restaurants, a cafeteria on the roofs, well visible. But as people saying here, under this hill, the ecological situation and environmental situation not very good, because here a very wet place, so slightly wet and moisture coming down, so this is a very wet place for apartments. Well, that's why the price for these apartments is dropping down, even especially at this present economical situation in Ukraine, which is not going on very well. So if you do like to buy apartment, it's not very nice ecological place, welcome to do it. You can invest your money, maybe you will sell it for cheaper price after 5-10 years, or maybe you can make a kind of conditioner and some special equipment to change ecology in your house. So I'm going through all these shrubs, all this bush, because here fortunately we have a part of a natural environmental with even with this pseudo-acacia, all these trees and some trees and some flowers around. So actually all these hills they have a slightly steppe plants, of course it's drying very much, but the erosion is going very quickly here. Very difficult to take care about this hill. No, nobody doesn't care, by the way. So only plants they take care about hills because they have roots, and roots keeping all these hills. Without plants, without all these trees and shrubs, by the way, these hills will be ruined and the soil will be going down. Who knows if it will be a huge storm, thunder, they're slowly going down, I guess so, because they're destructing step by step. And people, of course, put in here some rubbish. They're not very careful about the environment. Some bottles and just some paper and plastic. And the erosion is existing. Yeah, it's not visible maybe on this camera without zoom, but erosion is going on, unfortunately. Soil is going down, especially in the direction of these houses down where. And all these hills, they're actually without shrubs, and nothing is reconstructed here, because if it will be business area, people would take care, but this is belonging to the city. So that's why decomposition of hills is going on. Actually, in this place I made kind of entomological investigation a few years ago. I put here special entomological traps, and I studied material down where at least some people surrounded dangerous area, indicating don't go down there. Some bumblebees flying here around on some flowers, on these white flowers around. It's going to be raining a little bit. Yeah, some parasitic wasps are flying around, some bees and beetles, and I'm going in the direction where I studied some flowers some years ago, so you can recognize flowers. Quite a big one, yeah, quite very long. I like these flowers, natural one, yeah. These flowers have a special kind of beetles who are living on this cardus, on this plant, Latin name cardus. Yes, actually some plants were cut, not too many of them. Now I see. Years ago it was even more grass here. People planted here some shrubs. Yes. More shrubs than it was before, even some small trees. Yes, and surrounded just for protection, don't go inside. Okay, it's a good. I put here some of my yellow pen traps where I collected insects, by the way, a few years ago. So this was my collecting site and for entomological study. I can show you a little bit more, so you see slightly natural environment. Yes, quite funny. So huge trees. Again, this cardus. There's a good one. Yeah, this wild tree. And let's go. So if you're coming here, at least you can get some impression of a natural environment in Kiev or in suburb of Kiev, because here it looks like suburbs with all these growing plants. So not very pleasant to go through and squeeze. So there's a closed area for coming. Yes, at least with this type of small protection of a hill, we can say so. And also there is a next hill. There are several hills: Shikovica, Florivica, and Florivka. So 3 hills. All these 3 hills here in the center are still remaining. One hill is here, second one on this another hill. This is another slopes, and this is 3 different types of hills here, and they're historical because approximately 2,000 years ago, in the time of construction of a Kiev city, the first buildings and first urban area of a city were here. Some castles, some buildings, some military buildings were in this place, and from time to time all these buildings and castles were reconstructed, and now still we have an open hill only with the grass and shrubs. Fortunately not destroyed. Only some streets around, fully covered with all these skyscrapers, all these buildings. But at least hills, they are natural with nice flowers here. Yeah, I have not been here in this summertime, so that's why I really enjoyed to see the flowers out here, and some small shrubs have been recently planted, maybe this year, maybe a couple of years ago. So that's why small shrubs will be quite useful to keep the slopes from erosion. This is very much important. So this is a short story about this hill, and on this direction, but there is a direction to the left bank of a city. Yes, and also a little bit visible from here, River Dnieper, and all this region which is called Podol or Podil in Ukrainian. Podil, this is old region with not fully covered with new buildings, but still with new buildings and under the reconstruction. So this is direction of the left bank of the city Kiev, and also Dnieper River in this direction. Okay, that's a short story about Florivka or Castle Hill in the center of Kiev, and I can show some more flowers here around. Oh, I can show something funny. I can see here this kind of some bird nests. I'm not quite sure, but let's go down there to see it. Here some wild flowers, maybe calendula. No, I'm not sure. Yeah, some wild flowers already with seeds. And here quite a funny place with a bird's nest and a collection of bottles. Some bird's nest on the top, if you can see it, and some bottles as well. So that's it, and this is the direction of the Dnieper River. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in this trip, okay, if you're interested, I will show you more stories from these historical places. I can come with the different cameras and to show all these places under the different angles, and maybe with some new interesting stories, entomological and historical stories. Thank you for watching, good luck, and see you soon on my channel. Bye bye.